Alright, this guy's on the way to the farm shop, utilising our worker. So hopefully this is actually going to go the right way. Okay. Something tells me the AI needs a little bit of work. Okay. Alright, moving on. Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms for another episode of Haut Beyleron Start From Scratch. So carrying on from last video, we are currently underway with some harvesting contracts. So we're just working our way through those. Currently, we've got field 36 is due to be completed. And we've still got a bit to go, so let's get these guys underway on the remaining section. Alright, this guy needs to be emptied. So I've just got to try and remember where each combine, sorry, not combine, each trailer has to be delivered to, and which sets of equipment are for which contract, because that is a little bit confusing. This is the one we had issues with earlier. Yeah, still got issues with that spout or the pipe. Oh, I don't know what we're going to do here, eh? It's very unfortunate. Let's see if we can dismiss the worker. Hopefully this will work. I mean, it ain't pretty, but it's effective, so let's leave those guys alone for a moment. This guy needs to be emptied, which I believe this tractor is for that harvester, so let's go and empty that. Whereabouts is this guy? So field 33 has got a little bit to go. Alright, where is our... Okay, this is the one we're after. Now this should be for this field and this contract. No, that's not gonna unload unless I get inside, which is painful. So hopefully that'll unload. Okay, this guy's also full, so I think they're in the same field. Yes, they are. Right, let's get this guy back underway. So we'll just have to work with that issue with the vehicle. I mean, it is what it is, but we'll make it work. Right, this guy's empty. Let's get repositioned. What I might do actually is... no, I'm going to just stay here. I was thinking about taking this harvester up to one of the other fields. However, I'll just make use of it while it's here, just to save a bit of time. Alright, let's go and unload our second combine, which is just up at the end of the field here. So not much left here, to be honest. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to try and... I think I will move that combine. So our owned the one that we own, we'll utilise on a different field. So I'm just going to get this guy emptied, and then I'll go and figure out which field has got the most crop left, and then we'll go over there and start working on it with this one. So potentially this field. Oh, something tells me this header is not going to fit. Let's see if we can get it through anyway. No, that's not going to work. Let's see if we can go up and around. Let's try that. Now, not the ideal way to transport a header, but so far so good. But I'll get this guy underway in this corner, and then this will help to wrap up this field pretty quickly. Alright, this guy's going to run into issues because the field is an odd shape. So what I'm going to do is I'll quickly do this manually. So what I mean by that is I'll drive this myself, just so we don't have issues with the worker not being able to navigate this weird angle. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Alright, another load ready for this contract. So this one's filled up pretty quickly. So this might give us a full load here to take over to the grain mill, so we'll see how we go. Alright, full load here, so I'm going to go drop this off at the grain mill. And then we'll come back and we'll empty out our other combine. Just the least one in the back of the field there. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, here we are at the grain mill. So this should be our second last load for this contract. So I reckon one more load after this and we should be pretty good. So let's get this unloaded. Alright, 56% transported for field 33. Let's head on back over. Alright, looks like we've got a bit of a traffic jam on field 33. So let's get the New Holland out the way. And then we will... Okay, let that guy go past. Busy day on the farm. Alright, get this unloaded. And then we'll go and check on our other vehicles. So this guy should... No, he still hasn't done this last little bit. We'll try that again. And that should be the end of this field, so I'll go and grab our trailer. Yeah, this is the big issue I find with fields that have angles, particularly on console. The workers just struggle to navigate the requirements. I mean, I guess they've got to have a bit of interest in their field design. They can't all be square, perfectly square and rectangular. But from a gameplay perspective, it just becomes, you know, really sort of frustrating. Particularly when you hire a worker with the expectation that they're going to be able to do the task that you've employed them for. Yet they end up getting stuck or off track or unable to execute. Okay, so I'll double check where this is field 36. Let's double check where this contract has got to go. So field 36 has got to go to GCHB grain elevator, which is all the way up the top of the map. So let's get this delivered. So I'm just going to drive this over. We'll drop it off and then we'll collect that contract. So I'll see you guys. Actually, what I'm going to do quickly is make sure this guy is actually on task. Okay, that guy's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send this guy over on a worker. GHCB grain elevator. We'll get it to not loop and start job. Okay, so they're away. Okay, this guy needs emptying, so let's try and figure out how we're going to do this again. So I reckon if I come in at this angle and just try and... There we go, that's got it. So it takes a little bit of finesse, but we can get there. Alright, let's check in on this guy. So this guy's having issues with this field. You know what, I'm just going to send him this way. Alright, leased combine's ready to go again. Not leased, owned combine is ready to empty again. So it's definitely boosting our efficiency, which is good. Ooh, just overshot a little bit there. Okay, I'll let these guys do their thing. Now let's see if this guy can actually turn around. Alright, it's looking like it's going to be okay. Alright, where's this guy got to go? 30, field 22, I can't even remember. Let's have a look. Ledger, or the farm shop, let's call it. Which I think is, it's up around this way. Alright, this guy's on the way to the farm shop, utilising our worker. So hopefully this is actually going to go the right way. Okay. Something tells me the AI needs a little bit of work. Okay. Alright, moving on. So I think the issue there was... I think the issue was there, I didn't start it on the road correctly. So let's go deliver to the farm shop and we'll get it to not loop. Actually, we'll get it to loop. So let's go start job. Now this guy should navigate over there nicely because we started it on the road. Okay, that guy's doing alright. This guy needs to go to the grain mill to unload, so let's go and do that. I'll see you guys over there. Alright, here we are. Load number 3. Watch out for the pole. Oh, that was close. Okay, I think we've still got one more load to get out of here, so... Alright, 84%. So, almost there actually. Nice sunroof. Alright, so I think the only bit we've got left is this little corner part there. And what I'm going to do is I'll jump in the... Oh, we're still on the way to the farm shop. Oh yeah, just down there. Alright, where are we? Let's get this guy underway. So I'll just scoop up this last section manually, just to save myself some time. And the quicker we can collect on this contract, the quicker we can move on to something else. So what I really want to get a start on is potentially, I want to do some grass work, so I want to do some grass fields near our main farm. So I want to get into... This guy's going to run into me. Didn't see that happening. Yeah, I want to get into silage, so utilising grass, because the grass is basically plant it once and then it will regrow, so we don't need to invest in a lot of infrastructure to replant and harvest. And the silage does fetch a pretty good price. And we can also utilise that for some animals as well. So if we want to go down the hay and grass route for cows, for example, which I don't think we will because I think we've got limited funds. Grab our trailer, get these guys unloaded. Okay, nice work. This guy's done, which should mean our canola harvest should be ready to collect. So let's have a look. Field 36, so let's collect that. 8 Gs. Nice work. The other thing I need to do is repair that combine and header. Desperate need repairs. Alright, we've got those two. This guy is still underway. And of course this guy got stuck. These workers, I tell you. Come on. So the problem with these four-wheel steer trailers, because they have a larger turning circle than just a rigid axle, I guess open center you would call. It's supposed to make them more maneuverable, and I guess in real life that is the case. However, for the game, it just increases that turning circle just a little bit too much. And particularly for the AI workers, they just can't seem to negotiate the turns. So basically, rule of thumb is that the bigger the trailer and the bigger the tractor, the more risk you have of running into issues with getting stuck, particularly with workers, which is super annoying. And generally what I do in my other playthroughs with larger equipment is I do all the deliveries to the sell points myself for that reason. So just something to consider if you're new to the game. And like I said before, I don't see a lot of people utilising the workers to their full extent in their Let's Plays. Now I'm not sure because that's just, you know, people want to see the person playing do all the jobs. But I'm all about utilising everything available for maximum productivity and efficiency. So having 6 workers on the go really does speed up the workflow quite a bit. And even with these contracts, like we've got 3 contracts on the go, so I'm sort of conducting the orchestra to a degree by jumping into each vehicle, checking in, making sure everything's working, doing what they should do, but I'm not actually doing the grassroots driving of the combine, that type of thing. So it just depends on your personal play style, I guess, but that's just how I tend to like to play, because the name of the game for me is to make as much money as possible. Usually that's what sort of motivates me to play. Alright, how are we going to undo? It's going to be a bit of a struggle. Let's see, here we go. Now hopefully, because this is on a slope, oh look at that, that's the ticket. Because we're on a bit of an angle here, so the combine is higher. Ah, that's why it wasn't working before, because we were trying to pipe out uphill, so we didn't have the height advantage. Ah, that makes perfectly good sense now. I was wondering why it didn't work. It worked fine previously, but we're on a flatter map, or flatter section of the map. Well, there you go. I feel like I'm learning something every time I play this at the moment. And I guess this is a good thing for me in these Let's Plays, because they sort of force me to play. Well, don't force me, but encourage me to play differently. And even looking at this combine here, so if we look at this, that header to me looks like it's on a sloping angle, so from the left of the screen to the right of the screen, the header is sloping down, which would make sense because we're compensating for the slope of the land, which would of course impact our ability to unload. There you go. Here I'm getting upset at the game when it's just operator error. Okay, let's go and unload this guy. So I'd be interested to hear what you guys think about, you know, when you've had problems with the game, so you've learnt something, or something surprised you, or you thought the game was busted or broken or buggy, but it turned out it was just how you were playing it. I mean, I feel like I've come across those sorts of things all the time. But yeah, interesting to hear what you guys have experienced, so leave a comment below. Alright, this should be the last load here. This will work out in our favour too. So when we buy this grain mill to produce flour, all this contracted oats and wheat and what have you that we've harvested in the contracts will be available to us in the grain mill. So that's a good leg up. Alright, awesome. So that is completed. So let's go and collect on that one. So that's 5 grand just about. Alright, this guy, let's return him back to the main farm. Get this guy all folded up, ready to go. Definitely in need of a bit of a wash too. So I might buy that handheld washer. It's a mod, I forget the name of it, but it's very, very handy for these sorts of situations. Yeah, actually I just want to go and check the progress. So it looks like to me we've got... Yeah, no, we've got not very much left here, so it's... Oh, why have I got to start the engine again? I was just in this thing. I am thinking I'm going to turn automatic engine start off, potentially. Just to make it a little bit easy to get in and out of the vehicles. The only reason I have it on is because of other Let's Plays where you need to be able to leave the machinery running when you exit it. And automatic engine start's the only way to do that. Say for example when you're piping out or you're doing cut sugar beet or something like that, because you need the equipment to run while you are not in it. Alright, let's park this guy up here. Alright, what do we got left? Just a small little patch. Actually, I wonder if this contract is... 95%. Whoop. Hang on. So it could just be that we... Yeah, we've just got to deliver this last load. So what I'll do is I'll make sure I get all these little bits, just so we don't have the issue we had the other episode where we didn't get enough yield and therefore messed up the... or missed out on collecting the contract. Alright, that's all of it. Let's go and unload. So we'll unload from the high side, so we've learnt our lesson. Yeah, look at the difference. That's crazy. I mean, it is easy to forget because this map is very, it's very hilly and very slopey. So it wouldn't be unusual for that to be the case. Alright, let's drive this guy over and finish this contract. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright, here we are, farm shop, last load. Let's get this unloaded. Alright, contract is finished. Let's go and have a look at the contract menu. There we go. And collect. Alright, so let's just double check used vehicles. So there's nothing there. Let's check our financials. Alright, so how did we go? So $4,000 in property income, so that's from the solar panels. We got 8,365 in harvest income, so that was extra crop from the contracts that we were able to pocket. Then we got paid 18,472 for the actual contracts themselves. We wage payment of 5,000 roughly, which gives us a net profit of $25,905. So not a bad effort for today. Nice work. Alright, we'll leave that video there, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Any comments, leave them below. Don't forget to like the video, share it around if you are so inclined. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps out the channel. Wouldn't be able to do these videos without you guys, so thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.